everyone, Saki here and welcome back to my channel. So today I wanted to do a video that I've been thinking about doing for a really long time. It just took a while for me to prepare and kind of gather my thoughts about it, so I hope that you enjoyed this video. This video is actually mostly for handbag lovers, so as you may know and as you may be able to tell from my background, I do really love handbags. Like, I am also a shoe person, but honestly, like, handbags over shoes any day for me. I think they're an essential piece to like anyone's outfit, and they're super functional because they carry your stuff, right? So basically the point of today's video is to share 10 types of handbags that I think are a staple in anyone's handbag collection. So if you know me or if you've watched any of my previous videos, you may know that I actually had a ton of handbags. I probably at one point had like almost 100 handbags. Like, I don't even know. I definitely had like about 40 Liz Lisa handbags, and then I had a bunch of like other brands as well. So I think I was like pretty up there in handbags. However, I did have a huge clear out recently, and I made this list for myself with 10 categories of handbags that I really need, and I told myself that, okay, I can only have like 1 or 2 handbags in each category, and honestly that helped me cut down my collection pretty much in half because I did sell so many of my Liz Lisa handbags, and I sold a bunch of other handbags that I didn't need. Every time I want to get rid of something, I do sell it on my Depop. My Depop is exactly like my username on YouTube and Instagram. It's just at xsakisaki. I'll leave a link down below if you want to check it out because there are a lot of bags on there for sale, as well as dresses and other things like that. So if you want to have a quick look at my shop, please check it out in the link below. Anyway, getting back on point, after I created this list, I actually got rid of a ton of handbags and realized that I only need like a couple things in each category, because a lot of the times I had like maybe like, I don't know, 8 to 10 handbags that were literally serving the same purpose. So I feel like I didn't need every single handbag in that category, and that's kind of how my strategy came about. So yeah, I just want to share with you those types of handbags and those categories that I came up with, so that if you have the same problem as me, maybe this can kind of give your handbag collection some, I don't know, handbag peace, I guess. So without further ado, let's get started. If you're new to my channel, welcome. My name is Saki. I make videos every week about fashion, mostly cute and girly fashion. I love all things cute, pink, girly, so if you like those kind of things, please subscribe to my channel because I upload videos every week. Do me a favor and hit that little bell as well so that you're notified whenever I upload a video. Alright, so I did come up with 10 categories. I would say maybe categories 1 through 5 are like the essential categories, and then maybe 6 through 10 are the ones that are like extra for people who just like love having handbags. But I definitely don't think that you need to have a handbag in all 10 of my categories. It's just that I'm excessive and I have a lot of handbags, so this is kind of how I justify everything being in my collection right now. By no means does anybody need any more than like a couple handbags. I'm just excessive and I love handbags. Like, that's one of my passions. So yeah, if you're like me, you'll definitely understand what I'm saying, but I know that I'm excessive, but I love handbags, so that's why. All right, let's get started with category number 1. So category 1 is a top handle work bag. So what I mean by this is something like my sac du jour right here. So this sac du jour I've actually had for about a year now, I'm thinking. This is what I would call a top handle work bag because, as you can see, the size of it is pretty decent. I can actually fit my planner and my laptop in here. The way that I kind of came up with every category is like I have specific things that the bag needs to do and the bag needs to be able to fit. So for example, the top handle work bag, I need it to obviously have a top handle because I think that top handles just look super professional. The top handle work bag is a kind of bag that you want to wear to work, that you want to wear to meetings, in times that you do need to carry a lot of stuff, but you don't need to carry everything in the kitchen sink, if that makes sense. So if I'm going to a meeting where I need to have my laptop, where I need to have, I don't know, papers, a folder, I can definitely fit all of that in here, and my planner and my essentials. So it's pretty spacious, and the thing that I love about this bag is that it is expandable. So if you just unclick these buttons right here, you can expand it to have it hold more. So basically the classic work bag is for any working woman who like wants to look, I don't know, classy, business professional, or whatever. And I just think that these bags work really well for that, because I actually run a restaurant and there aren't many occasions where I need to look like that, dressed up and businessy. I only have 2 bags. So I have this one right here, and I also have this double tote right here. So this actually works a little bit better than the other one just because it is a little bit more spacious. It's got these huge compartments, and once again it can expand on the side, so if I do need to carry a lot more, I can. So yeah, hopefully you can understand this category. It's just all about looking business professional and functional at the same time. Alright, the next category of handbag that I have to share with you is the everyday tote. So the everyday tote to me is something where if I'm carrying like a smaller bag and I need to have something where I can pretty much throw all my crap in that I need for the the day, I just grab my tote and literally throw everything in. So the tote that I've been using the most is this tote right here. You've probably seen it 1,000 times, but it is my Louis Vuitton Neverfull. This bag can literally carry everything. I literally bring this on like overnight trips and everything like that too, so I just definitely think this is the perfect everyday tote bag. However, my second most used one is this one. This one is from the Japanese brand Lodispodo, and I just think it's super cute how it has this giant bow and these scalloped edges. So basically, like I said before, the everyday tote to me is something where you can carry everything that you need to, even like a spare change of clothes or something if you need it throughout the day. It's basically just a catch-all bag for when you have like really busy days, or I don't know, like maybe an overnight day trip or whatever. So I just think that it's super essential to have a tote bag in your collection if you are a handbag lover, because they are extremely useful. Like, I honestly have used that Neverfull like almost every day for the past like, I don't know, it's been a while. I've used it every day since I've gotten it, and it's literally just the most handy bag ever. So I definitely recommend at least having one bag in this category. Alright, the next category is crossbody bags. So some people may not be a fan of crossbody, but I honestly think that crossbody bags are the most used bags in my collection. I just think that they are so carefree and so fun, and I love how small they can be. A couple of examples of crossbodies I have are this Liz Lisa bag right here. This actually comes with an adjustable strap, so it can actually be either a shoulder bag or a crossbody, but because of the size, I think it's a little bit smaller. I do tend to use this as a crossbody, and what I love about crossbodies is that you can just sling it to the side and don't have to worry about it at all. So I just think that having a crossbody is really great for situations where you're like, I don't know, going to the mall, going shopping, going to the park, like anywhere that you need to just be carefree and don't want to worry about your bag just like slipping off your shoulder or anything. So I actually have probably the most bags in this category because a lot of my bags can be worn as crossbody, like this bag. Another totally different example of a crossbody that I have is this Michael Kors bag. So this does have actually a detachable crossbody strap. So right now it's unattached, but basically it's just this really tiny bag. So you can kind of see like crossbody, it kind of looks like this on me. It's very small. So basically the only, I don't know, I guess requirements of crossbody bag is obviously being able to wear it crossbody and to basically fit my essentials. I don't tend to buy like any of the, I don't know, super flat crossbody bags just because I don't think that they can hold very much, and honestly, like if a bag can't hold my essentials, like I don't even know what I'm doing with it. So basically those are my only two requirements in this crossbody section, and honestly at first it was so hard for me to get rid of like a lot of my crossbody bags because I just had so many, and like I said, like this is one of my biggest categories because all of my bags can basically be used crossbody, but I did manage to get rid of a ton. After seeing how I had like maybe 15 bags in this category, I was like, do I really need all of these bags that serve the same purpose? No. So that's why I was able to get rid of some of them, and yeah, now I'm just left with a couple and I'm really happy with them. Alright, category number 4 is the evening / clutch bag. So as an adult, I've noticed that I have to go to a couple more formal events than I did before. So for example, like weddings, bridal showers, I don't know, just like fancy dinners that friends invite you to. So I actually have way more evening clutches and evening bags than I actually do need, because although I am an adult, I don't go to that many fancy events or anything like that. However, I do think it's nice to have a couple of special bags where you only wear on these occasions, because I don't know, they just kind of make the event a little bit more special because you're carrying a bag that you don't usually normally carry. So one of the evening bags that I wanted to show you is this Saint Laurent clutch right here. So this one I actually sometimes wear casually, but it is kind of really small, so it's more functional as like an evening bag or an event bag, just because in those times I really don't need to carry anything more than like, I don't know, maybe a lipstick, a mirror, and some perfume and some cash and stuff like that. So I think that these kind of bags are perfect for that. This one is really small, and all of my evening bags are pretty much small, but like I said, the only requirement to be an evening bag for me is to be like really small and portable, and to actually be able to only hold like a couple essentials. Another thing that I love about evening bags is that they're fancy. I love being fancy, I love dressing up, but honestly it's like kind of not practical to do that every day, so I just kind of like to think about my evening bags like maybe as like a special treat for myself. This bag has a chain, so it can be worn as a shoulder bag and a clutch, so I think that that is also one of the requirements for me specifically. I just don't think I'd be able to use a bag if it was only a clutch. Like I lose and misplace stuff, especially if I'm drinking. If I don't have like a shoulder strap or anything to rely on, I don't think I would use that bag functionally, but honestly I just think any clutch or any like small shoulder bag like this will do. Alright, the 5th category is the classic day bag. So this last category is, like I said, is probably the last really functional one. So this one is a little bit harder for me to explain, but basically it goes like this. So the classic day bag is something that you can can wear all day. So I'm not talking about a working day, because on working days you have your work, you know, handle bag or your tote bag where you need to carry a lot of stuff. The classic day bag to me is like if I'm going out on a Saturday and I'm going to be out all day, like until nighttime or whatever, I need a bag that will be able to carry all of my stuff but not be too bulky and be able to be versatile, basically. So I can carry it on the shoulder, maybe crossbody if I need to, but basically I just need this bag to carry all of my stuff that I'll need throughout the whole day without being a work bag. So why this differs from a work bag to me is that sometimes, like this bag, like my sac de jour bag, it's so big, and although it can be worn on the shoulder or crossbody, if I'm going to like a lunch somewhere, I just really can't find the room sometimes to hold it. So if I'm sitting it on my lap, it's just way too big and bulky, and then sometimes I even have to have an extra chair for it, which is kind of ridiculous. So I just think of the classic day bag as something that's like easy to carry around when you're like shopping, going to brunch, going to lunch with girlfriends or something like that. So basically this kind of bag is just a bag that definitely fits all of my essentials and more, and can be carried all day. So let me show you an example. My first example is this Lisa bag right here. So this bag can be worn top handle, it can be worn crossbody, and it can be worn on the shoulder. It is a decent size. It looks kind of small, but like as you can see on the sides, it's really, really big. I can honestly carry this all day. I actually brought this on my trip to Tokyo last year, and it literally carried everything. I could stay out all day with it, and it's the only purse that I brought on my trip to Japan and Thailand. So it can basically carry anything. It is a little bit constricted in the fact that it does have a flap, so if you like bulk it up too much, it can't close. But honestly, I found that this bag carried all of my essentials and more. I mean, I could even fit like a handheld tripod in here. So this is definitely a good example of what I would call a classic day bag. It can be worn all day. It carries more than just essentials. Like, just to compare, this little crossbody bag that I showed you earlier is really only just a crossbody for me, and only when I need to run like a couple errands or I'm going to an event or whatever where I don't need to carry that much. So I could probably not wear this all day because I'll be needing way more stuff throughout the day compared to this bag. Do you see what I mean? So this is what I would call a classic day bag. Just for funsies, I'm gonna show you my Chanel jumbo bag as well, because this is my new go-to classic day bag. It is my baby, it is my life right now, and this baby I think I'm gonna wear to my trip to New York this year. I honestly think that it can hold everything, and even though it is like in a pretty delicate leather, I honestly don't think it's as delicate as people make it seem. I think this definitely counts as a classic day bag. It can hold so much. It can even fit like a full-size water bottle in here, which is crazy. So I definitely do think that this is also in the classic day bag category. It can be worn over the shoulder like this and as a top handle, because I have like I don't know, put a ribbon right here to make the straps a little bit shorter. But if I undo the ribbon, I can also make it a crossbody, so it's very, very versatile, and I can go all day without needing another bag. Alright, like I said, the next 5 categories may not be for everybody, but if you are a handbag lover, you'll totally understand why I need these categories in my life. So the 6th category is the statement bag. So for a lot of people, the statement bag will actually be like a pop of color, like a pop of red, a pop of pink, I don't know, bright blue or whatever. Since all of my bags are pink, since I have an obsession with pink, my statement bag is not based on color. So all of my bags, as you can probably tell from this video, are all pink already, so they might be considered statement bags for some people, but for me, these are not statement bags. These are just normal everyday bags. I know most people probably think that, like, I don't know, black or beige or whatever are their classic bags, but for me, classic is pink. So let me show you my statement bag. I honestly only have 2 right now, and they are these bags from Lisa right here. So this is like a picnic basket bag, and this is like a really cool, I don't know, basket flower bag. So the reason that I think these are statement pieces is because, well, they are. Like, this one looks like a bouquet of flowers, and this is literally a picnic basket. Like, it's so unusual. So basically what I'm looking for in the statement bag section is, I don't categorize it at all by what it can fit. It's basically just something that stands out. So like, if you have a boring outfit, you can just pop on a statement bag and your outfit just like pops. I don't think that this category really needs that much of explaining, but yeah, basically this is what I consider my statement bags. And honestly, I don't think that you need like more than a couple, because like, they aren't things that you'll reach for every day, and they're just things that, I don't know, you want to wear when you want to have a little bit of fun, or when you want your outfit to have a little something special. So yeah, I definitely don't think that I need more than these in my collection. Actually, I feel like I did have like quite a few statement bags before, just because I love to find things that are a little bit unique and unusual. However, I was realizing that I didn't really want to wear those kind of unique and unusual bags so often, so that's why I narrowed it down to 2 in my collection, and I'm totally satisfied with that. Alright, the 7th category for me is backpacks. So a lot of people might not need this category just because maybe backpacks aren't as popular in adulthood, but I definitely think that backpacks are an essential for me. The backpack that I have to show you right here is this Ankh Rouge backpack. It's just this really cute, like chunky bucket bag, I guess. It's like a bucket backpack. Just opens up like at the top, and it's just one big compartment where you can chuck all of your stuff in. It's just got these really cute straps in the back. I just tied these up so that they don't get in the way when I'm storing it. And it's also got this really cool secret zipper compartment in the back. Basically, I use backpacks when I'm traveling. If I'm not carrying too many things, I find backpacks are actually really convenient and really useful for when you're traveling, when you're on the go, when you have to walk around a lot, just because they, you know, they distribute the weight between your shoulders and you're not like lugging around a heavy purse all day, just like straining one shoulder. So I have a couple right now. I think I have maybe 2 of this size and one bigger one for when I need to go on like a trip or something. I can just shove everything in that big backpack. If you're not a fan of that kind of backpack, try looking up these 3-way bags right here. So this is a Liz Lisa 3-way bag that I've shown you before, and the reason why it's called a 3-way bag is because not only can it be worn just as a crossbody or shoulder bag, it can actually be worn as a backpack. So these bags come with 2 straps, like you can see right here, and they are adjustable from these little knobs right here, so you can use just one as a long one for a crossbody or shoulder bag, but however you can use 2 as like a backpack. So if you're not a fan of like the classic backpack shape, I do think that these purses are super cute and super useful, because I go to arcades a lot just because I love playing with like the old school video games, and when I'm really tired of having this crossbody just holding, like just hurting my shoulder, I just throw on the second strap and carry it as a backpack and run around the arcade like that, because it's just so much more convenient and it's so much easier to play video games with 2 hands if you have a backpack. So yeah, I definitely love carrying these kind of bags for days that I know that I have to be hands-free sometimes, like super hands-free, like more hands-free than just having crossbody. So I definitely recommend these kind of backpacks if you are looking for something that is, I don't know, outside of the normal backpack shape. Alright, the 8th category that I have is called the wallet on chain. So this category I feel like some people have never even heard of, but the wallet on chain for me basically carries all my essentials and can be used for travel. So I have 2 examples right here. One is my Chanel wallet on chain, and my second one is my Samantha Tavisa, I guess, also wallet on chain. So these bags essentially are just like larger wallets that have a chain attached to it, like the name suggests. The reason why I love these bags is because I use them a lot while traveling. So I travel a lot. I get on a plane like at least like once every couple of months, and I do love having something to just sling over my body where I can keep a couple things. So my boarding pass if I have one, a passport if I need one, my ID, my cash, and a lipstick. So these are nice because they're very versatile. The reason why I like them for travel is because you can carry them like crossbody like this really easily, and they're really small. And if I need to like grab my boarding pass, my ID, my passport really quickly, I can just open it up and I know where everything is at all times. Although you can carry those things in like a shoulder bag or a backpack, sometimes if I have a bag that's too big, if I'm in a rush, I'm just like literally fumbling through trying to find something like my passport, and it just takes forever. So I just like having these wallet on chains, knowing where everything is, and it's all in this little compact thing. The second reason why I love wallet on chains, especially for travel, is that you can take the chain off and it can become a wallet. So if I do need to pack lightly, I can pack one of these as like a crossbody bag, an evening clutch, and a wallet. So it's basically like 3 bags in one. So if I am on a trip where I need to have something for a fancy event, and I need to have something as a wallet, and I need something to carry all of my essential stuff in the airport, I definitely grab one of these so I don't have to worry about carrying, I don't know, 3 other bags with me. So that's why I like this category wallet on chain. I know it's a little bit excessive and you can't just use a crossbody or you can't just use like whatever, but I definitely do think that this is one of the important categories for me just because it's so useful for traveling, and I travel a lot. Alrighty, we're getting towards the end of this video. So my 9th category is the day-to-night bag. So this is also one of the categories that's a little bit excessive, but this category is basically defined as a bag that I can wear all day but also transition into night. So what I mean by that is that this bag I can go shopping with all day. It's like a classic day bag where I can keep all of my stuff, but if I have a hot date or if I have like a fun girls night out at the club or at a bar, I can carry this bag too. So it can't be too big, it can't be too small obviously, and it has to look cool in the evenings. So let me show you an example. So this bag that I have right here is the Gucci Gucci Marmot in pink. So this one is actually a little bit deceiving in the fact that it looks kind of small, but honestly it can carry so much. It can even carry my little traveler's notebook, so I can definitely use this as a day bag because it can carry all of my essentials and a little bit more. However, it looks really chic, and I think it goes really well with night outfits because it's got this really cute chain, and it's just like the perfect size to where that it can carry a lot, but it can also be like a little small like night bag as well. So I definitely think that these kind of bags are really good day to night bags just because they can transition very well from like a shopping day to like a date night. Another example that I have to show you is this Kate Spade Emerson bag. So this is actually on my Depop shop right now. I'm not actually using it, but I wanted to show you another example. So this bag can actually hold quite a lot. It's got 2 compartments. It does look really small, but honestly, because the way that it's structured, because of the width of it, it can actually hold a lot of stuff. And I definitely use this for as a day to night bag. It's got this like really classic quilted design, so it can be used during the day as like a crossbody, but you can easily just like tuck the chain in and carry it as a clutch, or you can just have it as a little shoulder bag. I definitely think that one of these bags is a great example of a day to night bag where you can carry it around all day, but also transition it to when you want to go out in the evening. Because that category is so specific, I only have maybe 2 bags in my collection that are in that category. I just think that for me it's very important to have at least 1 bag in my category like that because I do work all day tonight sometimes, and sometimes I can't even come home to change or whatever. So if I know that I have to meet friends out at night and I only want to carry 1 bag, I grab one of these bags that you know can carry me from day to night. Alright, the very last category that I have to share with you is called the blogger bag. So I take a lot of videos and I take a lot of pictures when I'm out, so I like to have a bag where I can carry my camera and all my lenses and all my chargers and everything like blogger related, I guess. So this category is probably not for everybody either, but I do want to throw that in there because this is one of my essential categories. So currently the bag that I'm using for that is this bag right here. This is a Lodi Spoto bag, and it's got like these cats on it, which I think is super adorable. But basically the requirements of this bag is to be this square shape because I think that you can fit like your camera and your lenses and your chargers and everything really well in these kind of bags. I am thinking of trading this up for a different one because I do find that this is a little bit annoying in that, I don't know, the flap kind of annoys me. Like most blogger camera bags or whatever is just like this shape where it only has like these zippers and it doesn't have a flap. Although I love the flap and I think it's really unique and I love this little bow on it, I just don't think that it's super functional for me for when I just need to, you know, quickly grab something out of my bag. So I'm thinking of maybe getting like one of those Poppin' Suki ones if you've seen those on Instagram. I just really love those, and I love like the square shape of it. Honestly, these type of bags can be used in like more situations than just for camera stuff. I just find it useful how I can wear it like crossbody and on the shoulder. The reason why this is in a different category than my crossbody bags is because my crossbody bags are all sorts of different shapes and sizes and everything. So basically in this category, I just definitely wanted to make sure that I can carry all of my camera equipment in a really comfortable shaped bag where if I have to, I can carry like this bag and my main purse if I wanted to. So that's why this category exists, and that's why I think it's important for my collection. I honestly don't think that I need more than 1 of these bags, so that's why I only have 1 currently. And if I do get another one, I'm probably going to sell this one just because I don't honestly think that I need more than 1 because it's only serving 1 purpose. So I hope that makes sense. And I know this won't apply to everybody, but I'm just talking about me here, and this is definitely a category that I need. Alright, so we're at the end of the video. Those are my 10 categories. I hope that this video made sense. Basically what I was going for here is if you're a handbag lover like me and you have like, I don't know, 50 purses or whatever and you need to downsize, maybe these categories can kind of help put in perspective like what you actually need in your collection. And if you have a lot of handbags that are just in 1 category like I did, it was so easy for me to just eliminate based off of that just because I know that I didn't need, I don't know, 20 classic day bags or whatever. So yeah, basically just let me know if this video helped you or if it made any sense to you or if you liked seeing some of my handbags, and definitely leave me a comment down below of what you think. Like, are you a handbag person? Do you have as many handbags as me? Are you just like plain obsessed about handbags as much as me? Because I would really love to know. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!